So overall, this week, it's great to see some stability. I've got some green days here. Got a good plan going, nice and steady. That's exactly what I'm going for. Let's get into the details of how I did last week. So last week, I opened up two positions, AI and SOFI. I sold my put on AI. It was a $21 put, and I ended up closing it instead of waiting another week. I closed it on Friday just because it was a good price, and I didn't feel like holding it for a $4, $3 gain for a whole week and holding that risk. So I decided to go ahead and close the position, collect $22. You can see I opened up the position for a 26-cent premium, $26 because it was one contract, and then I bought it back for $4, getting that $22 profit there in a matter of around 4 days, which is really good. That's what those kind of trades are, the things that I like to see, those trades there, because it's a quick turnover. You're not stuck in the trade. You're not having to manage much. It's just putting on the trade and then taking it back off after a few days. SOFI, I've got two puts that I opened up and I'm holding those, and we'll go into more details on SOFI here in a minute. I had to sell some of my T-flow positions because I was in margin. I was actually getting charged a margin rate here. If you go to balance, I learned this week, is that my pending margin interest here is $6.31. That's what I have to pay because I had too much cash into the positions here. So I sold some of those positions. You can see 75 shares there. I'm now $358 in cash. So we'll see what my settled cash balance does on Monday. I think it'll clear out by then, and then I'll be good to go. But I may need to sell more T-flow so I can open up a new position. I should be able to have around $2,100 to be able to trade with options because I closed my AI position, and I'll be looking at PLTR, which we'll get into that too in this video. So my current positions right now are two contracts on a $7 put that's expiring Friday for SOFI. I don't mind owning these shares and then selling calls against one of these contracts, but I really want to own SOFI long term because I do believe it's going to be a really good company and that it's a really decent price for what the potential is on this company. I've got T-flow, 150 shares now, and then Tesla, 20 shares at $170.53. It's trading around $181 right now, which is really good. Really good quick turnaround, but I'm going to be holding on to those shares for a long time and then adding shares as I find opportunities in Tesla, and I'm making regular deposits into my account. Right now, I haven't made any deposits on my account all year since I started doing this channel. So, but I do at some point want to be making regular deposits into the account and watching it grow that way. And I'll be keeping track of those deposits when the time comes. So looking at SOFI's chart right here, we can see that we have a bottom here and it's starting to come back up here. It's good to see, even though we are having downward trending moving averages here, we are holding the price around $7. To me, that's a good price for SOFI. That's typically the bottom, at least for the last few weeks, maybe even few months. We've been seeing a low around the $7 range, and then it comes back up. We had earnings come out, which the stock ended up dropping. Overall, I believe it was good earnings. There were just a couple things that were a little iffy on the stock, but overall, long-term view on the stock is still solid, and so it's not a bad price to hold right now for me. So we'll see what next week holds, but right now we're holding pretty steady at that $7 range, and really don't need to be watching it until we get close to Friday, where I'll either let them get assigned, buy it back for profit, or decide to let all of them get assigned and then start selling calls on some of them. So could potentially roll it as well, just roll the puts out in time. But I really like the idea of owning the shares, so we'll get more into that at the end of the week. So we can see here with AI, we had a good push up here Friday, and that gave me the opportunity to get out of the position for a decent price. I paid $4 to get out of the trade, collected $22 there. So we see here with Tesla, we had a big gap up over the week, and now it's come back down, settling here above the 50 moving average. The 80 EMA is above the 50-day, and we have the 21 EMA trailing behind that. I think we're starting a really good trend here, and I think we'll see some turnaround here after this pullback. So next week, I think we'll be seeing some good things for Tesla. We'll just have to see what happens here. But overall, we are looking at good things happening because we are holding above that 50-day moving average, and the shorter term moving averages are following. So before we look at Palantir, it has earnings coming out after the market closes on Monday. Let's take a look at how my account did last week. So for week 18, we've got $11,620 in net liquidation. That's the overall account value. Premium collected was $72. I've got a return of 2.2% last week. That brings the net liquidation year to date at negative 4,403. Premium collected is negative $5,508. And then the percent return so far this year is negative 27.5%, which is up from the last previous weeks. I lost nearly half of my account because I was trading and not focusing on the risk. So if you want to go back and look at those videos of the lessons that I learned, feel free to do that. Some things you learn the hard way, and you don't have to if you follow me, because you can learn these mistakes by watching my videos. But my goal is to get the percentage back to zero before the end of the year. So if you want to follow me on that journey, hit that subscribe button. So overall, decent week. 2.2% is pretty good on a weekly basis here. And I'm taking it nice and steady, right? I'm owning shares of decent companies and I'm selling puts, doing the wheel strategy. So you can see here, overall, pretty good. So the last time Palantir reported earnings, we had a huge gap up here. It went all the way up to nearly $26, and then it topped up to around $27.50 after that. So we had a really good push up here, and we could be seeing the same thing on Palantir this Monday as well after the market closes. So we could be seeing that. It's hard to say right now, but Palantir has been very strong. Overall, I think they'll have a good earnings report because they have had a lot of potential, a lot of good expectations here. They have the AI boot camp and different things like that where they're allowing customers to be able to try it before they buy it. I think it's attracting a lot of commercial interest, and it's going to be improving the revenues of Palantir. So I think there's some really good outcomes that should be coming for Palantir for Q1. So we'll be seeing what happens here. I'll be watching on Monday to see how the price action is working before it closes and deciding whether or not I want to sell a put before earnings comes out. If it does end up going up, I probably won't be selling a put on it if I decide to wait until after earnings. So if we see it shoot up, typically that means that the option prices are going to be going down because the volatility is going down and the price has gone up. So typically option prices will go down if you're trying to sell puts. So if it goes down for earnings, that's good. Just like with SOFI, it went down. I was able to get some really good premium at a decent price. So I'm going to be playing and watching Palantir based on how I think it's going to move after the market closes. If I think it's going to go up after the market closes on Monday, then I'm going to go ahead and sell a put and then ride out that earnings report. If I think the stock is going to go down, then I'll probably hold off and wait until after earnings comes out, and then I'll sell a put close to the money for a good premium, because anything below $20 here, around the $20 range, is a really good price for me. I've been trading that before, doing the wheel strategy on Palantir, and around that price range is not bad at all. So just be watching Monday. I'll see what what the price action is kind of looking like and make my decision there. If I end up not selling a put and the price goes up, then I'll shop around for something else and wait for another opportunity for Palantir. But the technical analysis side here of the wheel strategy is very important because it's about where you get in. If you're getting in and the price is high and it's about to go down, you'll end up getting your premium at a discount and you'll be in the money. So then you'll have to try to chase that premium, try to lower your break even. And so that's the challenge behind the wheel strategy, is not getting those options, not opening those put positions there at a discount. So I'll be giving you an update on Monday on what I did with Palantir. So I'm a new options trader and I'm going through a learning journey here, looking for a successful strategy that I think I can make 50% on in a year. Now, I've lost nearly half of my account and I'm going through this learning journey and sharing that with you. So if you're interested in that, like I said, hit that subscribe button. If this video was a help to you, hit the like button, and we will see you on the next video.